Hey, what's up, everybody? We want to come talk to y'all about a couple of differences that you might encounter when coming to Dominican Republic as opposed to your home country. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jerry.
And Sheila.
And this is my wife, Sheila. And today we are coming to you guys. We're going to talk to you about a couple of different things that you might need to know about when you want to come visit this country that might be a little bit different, or your mind might be a little bit different than when you're in your own home country. All right, stay tuned. All right, everybody, we're going to talk about 4 different situations that occurred with me and my wife since I've been coming to Dominican Republic. And the first thing we're going to talk about is a restaurant that's in Zona Colonia, which is a fast food restaurant that we ordered some food, but we had a couple problems. What was the name of it, baby?
Pollo Rey.
The restaurant is called Pollo Rey. It's a fast food restaurant. We go in there, we order. This was probably maybe about 2 years ago. We go order. We ordered 2 wraps. One for me, one for her. Chicken wrap. So we sat down, we waited about like 8 minutes to 10 minutes. I'm like, man, that's a long time for some wraps. What's going on? And so my wife, she went up and she asked what was going on. She came back, she said, they said it's gonna be a little bit long. Like, man, for some wraps, a long time. So, and I was getting kind of hungry and agitated a little bit. We had been walking Zona Colonial for a little bit, so I was kind of like a little bit hungry. And so after about 15 minutes, I'm like, man, what is going on? So then I get up and I go and I said, hey, what's up with our food, you know? And then the guy from the back, the manager, he looked like a manager. He said, hey, it's gonna be ready soon. It's coming, it's coming. And I'm like, oh, all right, man. So I go back and sit down and we wait another 5 minutes. And I'm not exaggerating on the time. This was about 20 minutes. And so I get up again. And I said, you know what? It's been 20 minutes. Just give me my money back. I don't even want the food. I don't know what's taking so long, but just give me my money back. And the girl at the counter was like, nah, she couldn't give me my money back. And I paid with my debit card. That was a problem number one, where I shouldn't have paid with my debit card. We learned later on as time went on that it's not advantageous to use a card here, because sometimes these stores, these restaurants, these gas stations, they take a percentage on top of, they also don't give you the correct exchange rate. So that's a problem too. So if you ever come here, what we like to do is we go to the ATM, let them charge a little $3, $4, whatever they want to charge, and then we getting a high exchange rate. We like to use Popular Bank, and we go there, and I'm telling you, at the beginning of the month, we go there, we'll take money out, and we don't have no problems. And after that, we realize, wow, our money is going a lot further, and it's lasting longer because we're using the ATM as opposed to swiping our card at the grocery store. Now back to our situation. I'm gonna let my wife pick up on what happened. At about the 20-minute mark, I'm gonna tell you, I got irate. I was so upset. I shouldn't have done it, but sometimes I get upset and I can't control myself. Like I said, I try to stay calm, but my wife handled the situation after that.
No, baby, como ellos saben, al principio de la relación de nosotros, yo no entendía mucho a mi esposo, entonces teníamos que usar mucho el traductor. Nosotros no nos gusta usar el traductor en público, porque para mí no es correcto y además, no. Entonces eso fue lo que pasó en esa situación. Yo le dije, baby, tiene que esperar un tiempo, porque el señor dijo que no tenía tortilla. Él iba a preparar la tortilla y dura más tiempo, pero él me hizo la salvedad y me dijo, ¿tú esperas? Y yo dije sí, porque yo lo quería. Entonces por eso fue que duró más tiempo.
And at the time, I didn't know that that's what was going on, that they had to make the tortilla. I was just wondering, like, what are they doing? They killing the chicken in the back or what? What are we doing?
Sí, eso mismo él me dijo, dije, ¿qué es lo que pasa? ¿Está matando el pollo por ahí o qué es lo que está pasando? Yo, baby, tranquilo, que el hombre dijo esto. Estaba muy, muy molesto, y cuando fue a hablar con la muchacha, dame mi dinero. Y dice, no puedo, tú pagaste con credit card. No, sí, ok. Y fue, ¿cómo le digo? Una mala experiencia.
See, so we ended up getting our food. It was good. I'm gonna tell y'all that. It was fresh. Everything was good. All right, the second situation that happened, in no particular order, I don't really remember the correct order of when these things happened, but the next one was, we were at the beach, and we believe it was Boca Chica, but not the area we were in our last video, in a different area. And we were at a restaurant, and it was like undercover. And it was nice, and the food They gave us a menu. I looked at the menu. The menu didn't have pictures on it. And like I said, this was when I first came here, so I didn't really understand what the food was like or what it tastes like or how it was prepared. So I think I ordered a shrimp fettuccine or something like. And so I ordered that. My wife, she ordered something else. And then they brought the food and I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? I said, man, that don't look right. It was like a few pieces of shrimp. The noodles were dry. They didn't have enough milk in it or whatever. So I said, no, I don't want that. Take that back. And I'm gonna order just bring me what my wife got. He was like, no, I'll leave it here. Like, no, don't leave it here. Take it back. And this is the waiter. He said, he looked at my wife. They talked a little bit. Once again, didn't have a translator, so I didn't really know what was going on. So in my mind, he gonna take it back. He ain't gonna charge me for it. And then he gonna bring me what I want, like they do in the United States. Little to my knowledge, I had no idea that I was gonna get charged for both. And that's exactly what happened. At the time, my wife, she would keep the money. And so she paid. I'm like, okay. But something told me, say, hey, baby, did we pay for both of the shrimp too? She was like, yeah. I was like, well, no, we ain't paying them. And I tried to talk to him, say, I'm not paying that. I'm not, no. And I said, well, I told my wife, well, that's going to be his tip then. But she still ended up tipping him. Don't worry about it. We still tipped him and we left. I was upset, but I wasn't really that upset. I wasn't like belligerently upset, but it worked out. I wasn't that bad, was it? It wasn't really mild or something.
No siempre, pero...
But I wasn't happy.
No, lo que pasa fue en realidad que en verdad los espaguetis estaban muy malos. O sea, se veía muy como estropeado. Como que fue como de 3 días. Y en realidad, pero aquí ustedes saben que lo que yo les dije, tú no estás en Estados Unidos, tú estás en Dominican Republic, donde aquí se paga. O sea, si tú vas a Boca Chica o cualquier lugar, que, no me gusta, obligatoriamente tú tienes que pagar esa comida. Pues si no, ya tú sabes, te van a hacer un lío. Entonces, para tú evitar esos problemas, tú le pagas y no vuelves. Y punto.
So it's just a little bit different, but we learned and we understood. And so I realized next time I need to make sure. And I've told y'all this before that I prefer my wife's cooking anyway. So these are some of the reasons why I'd rather just stay home. I'm sorry. I don't like going to different restaurants. The only reason why we would go to restaurants is so we can show you guys these different type of restaurants so you can get an idea. And that's the only reason why in our mind we think, okay, let's go to a couple different restaurants. But I'm going to tell you like this. Restaurant Sheila, or whatever you want to call it, that's gonna be the best restaurant you can go to. That's just what I think.
No, entonces dile la salvedad. Para nosotros es mejor. A nosotros nos gusta mucho la calle. Y para nosotros mejor para comer en la calle, ese tipo de, o sea, restaurante o lo que sea.
Another thing I don't like when it comes to these restaurants, y'all see that we done been to Popeyes, right? Why do they charge for the little sauces? I mean, I can't even get one sauce without being charged for it. They charge you, what you say, 50 pesos?
50 pesos por cada una.
For one. In the United States, if they charge for something like that, I try to butter them up a little bit, have them smile a little bit, try to get something for free. You know what I'm saying? Here, I try that here. They look at me like I'm crazy. Like, nah, I ain't losing my job. Not today. I'm not giving you nothing free. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is the construction of our Airbnb upstairs. Now, while we were doing the construction, we've told you on another video that we had a guy, we hired him, and he hired his people, and then we overseen it. Basically, my wife mainly saw them, making sure they come. Hey, what time you gonna be here? 8 o'clock. Hey, it's 8 o'clock. Where you at? Hey, F5. I'm coming. We on 5 minutos. Blah blah blah. So anyway,
Jefa es
boss.
Thank you.
Yeah, boss. Hey, boss.
Thank you.
Yeah, called her. Jefa is boss lady, and Jefe is the boss man. But they don't talk. They didn't call me no Jefe. They called her Heifer. So anyway, it was cool. We're gonna give you the breakdown of what we did. We started off with talked to him. We went upstairs and planned everything out. Hey, this is our idea. This is our design. How much you gonna charge for what we need? We need all of this done. And how much are you gonna charge? And then he gave us a price. We, as I always do, I said, hey, that's kind of a lot, bro. Let's bring that down a little bit. And he was like, okay, cool. And we brought it down and we negotiated the price and said, okay, cool. After we negotiated that price, we went and bought all the materials back and forth, and we had it come delivered here. They took it upstairs and they went to work. And so after that, anytime we gave them money, my wife had a receipt book. She gave him the money, made him sign a receipt. You sign a receipt and then you get the money. So we kept a log of how much money we were giving him. And I'm gonna let you explain, just because I don't want us to repeat it. you go ahead and explain what happened.
Lo que pasa es, señores, que cuando nosotros vamos a poner, por ejemplo, hicimos un contrato de 80,000 pesos. Lógicamente, usted no le va a pagar a un maestro, a un ayudante, a lo que sea, que te vaya a ayudar en la construcción, 80,000 porque usted me pidió 80,000. No. Usted le da un % adelante y lo demás usted se lo va dando al paso, según vayan terminando el trabajo. ¿Qué pasa? Yo en mi campo hacía lo mismo. En la construcción, yo siempre tengo la idea de darle recibo, porque mucha gente, usted le da 50,000, le da 10,000, le da 5,000 y dice, ¿cuándo tú me lo diste? Entonces, mientras más claridad, más amistad. ¿Cuánto tú quieres? Oh, no, que necesito 10,000. Ok, ve, fírmame ahí, 10,000 pesos. Fírmame ahí, 5,000. Fírmame ahí tanto. Vuelvo y le repito, según vayan terminando, porque usted no le puede dar todo el dinero y que arriba que le falte todo, no, imposible. Entonces usted le va dando el paso, le va soltando para que se motiven y vayan trabajando y que te vayan filmando. ¿Por qué hicimos eso?
Because at the end, he was like, hey, wait a minute, that's not right. You didn't give me this much money already. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we got receipts that say, well, you signed to say this is, that you got all your money and all we owe you is, what was it, I think it was like 25,000 pesos remaining, no más after that. And he was like, what? But I still got to pay my employees. We were like, hey, we don't know what to tell you. You used all that money. Did you tell him about how he was drinking and all this other stuff?
Oh, drinking every day, smoking every day. Y lo más funny de que él era el maestro y no hacía nada. Inmediatamente él vio que no tenía mucho dinero trabajando, se puso a trabajar. Molesto porque él decía que le faltaba dinero. Yo le dije, pero mírala ahí. Fecha, y nada más faltaba ponerle la hora. La fecha, ¿y quién escribió así? ¿Cómo tú te llamas? Oh, Mackenzie, ok. ¿Qué dice ahí? Mackenzie. Dime.
And he was like, hey, then he tried, well, we messed up. Once again, we talked about this already. And anytime that we're going to do any other type of construction or anything else, we're going to write up the contract verbatim on what we talked about and what he agrees to and what we agree to paying them. Because what we didn't do was we didn't write a contract. And so he tried to come back at the end and say, oh, the money that we agreed upon, it didn't include painting the whole apartment upstairs. What? No, I specifically asked you, my wife repeated it in Spanish, and you said yes, todo, which means every
completo.
You said, oh, I'm like, dude, this is what you said. Oh, no. And then, like she said, he got upset. And so then now he's starting to do stuff kind of crazy and erratic. And he telling us we got to pay the painter. What? No, you got to pay. That's your guy. We don't have to pay him. And then he was friends with our lawyer. He told the guy that we didn't pay him all his money. That's when I'm telling your boy got just straight ballistic on him. I didn't touch him. I didn't lay hands on him or nothing like that. But I'm going to tell you, I was yelling at the top of my lungs, no más dinero. I'm talking about, from what I heard afterwards, they say they could hear me from like city blocks away. My bad, but I'm telling you, this dude got me so heated. Because just don't lie to me when I sit up here and tell you something and we agree to it, and then you done smoked it up, drank it up, and now you ain't got no money. Now you want us to pay more money? In the United States, where I'm from, now I don't need to get upset because I know what I can do. I can go to a lawyer. I know I can talk to this person's boss at this company. I can go up the chain. But here, there is no chain. So I had to learn that there's certain things that you can and can't do, and we're still learning, as y'all already know. To this day, we are still learning how to do things the right way. All right, everybody, the next thing we're going to talk about is the electricity. I haven't really talked about it, but I'm here to tell y'all I am not happy with the electricity going out a lot in our area. Now, this doesn't happen in other areas and in other apartments or whatever, but in our apartment area, it does. So we do have an inverter, as we've already told y'all, but it doesn't power the air conditioner or the refrigerator. So there have been times recently where it can go out like every day, and once it goes out, it can be out for hours. And I'm here to tell you, it's been maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, where the electricity in our apartment was out for approximately like 24 hours or more. And so with it being that long, them inverters are on batteries and they don't last that long. So once that battery goes out, now you don't have anything, any kind of lights. You don't have nothing now. You don't even have anything you can plug into the walls. Our food started going bad. Our food started thawing out in the freezer. Boy, y'all talk about somebody that was not happy. And this has just been continuously going on. And we can't get any straight answers from the electric company. Once we decide to move from here, and if we want to Airbnb both places out, which is a possibility, then we got to make sure that they're not upset that they don't have electricity. I'm gonna let my wife talk about it, but I'm not saying this happens everywhere, because my boy Jay say it don't happen in his apartment, because I think they have a inverter that's big enough to run their whole building, and we don't have it like that here. Everybody's individually set up.
No, sí, pero gracias a Dios ya eso no está pasando ahora. El punto que queremos enfocarle, darle la información más, es que cuando usted es extranjero y tiene ese tipo de dificultad, señores, cuando usted quiere reclamar, está su nombre, el contrato, es muy difícil, porque aquí para encontrar una persona que te dé asistencia en inglés va a ser muy difícil. Si usted tiene una persona, sea su novia o alguien de confianza, que ponga su contrato a su nombre, que pueda ir pelear en español AEDS, sería muy bueno para usted. Esa es una información que sí queríamos darle y hacerle entender que cuando tú eres extranjero y tú vas a pelear por tus derechos, aquí no hay nadie que te hable inglés. O sea, es muy difícil encontrar una persona que pueda darte la asistencia en inglés.
All right, everybody. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk to y'all about the internet service, cable service, and the phone service that we have, which is Altice.
Para darle la ayuda de que cuando usted tenga una situación que sí funciona aquí en Dominicana, y me ha funcionado, que es cuando usted no tiene un servicio por X tiempo, usted puede pedir su crédito y sí se lo van a aplicar. El crédito consiste en lo que usted le puede pedir. Bueno, yo tengo unas semanas en el internet que no me funciona bien por una avería de ustedes. Bueno, pues entonces usted pide su crédito y ellos se lo van a dar. Se lo va a aplicar la otra factura y le va a venir más barato su pago.
And yeah, they helped us out a lot. I ain't gonna say a lot, but when we have problems, they would help us out. If we call them, they'll come. So for us, we don't really have a whole lot of problems with Altice, but like my wife said, it's good for credit and things of that nature.
Yeah, finish.
All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and close this thing on out. So we talked about the restaurants, we talked about Buca Chica restaurant, we talked about construction, we talked about the electricity, and we talked about Altice. So with all this being said, basically what we wanted to say was, you can't come to Dominican Republic with the mindset that I came with, which was, I'm still in my country and I want to do things the way I did it in my country, in the United States. It don't work out like that. Things are a lot different. Things move a lot different. People move a lot different. I want people to be on time. I'm military, ex-military. I want people to be boom, 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 boom. And people don't move like that. If you say, hey, I want you to be here at this time, at 8 o'clock, 9 times 10, they ain't gonna do it. If you say, hey, I want my food at this time or this way, if not, I want to talk to the manager, they're gonna be like, I am the manager. You know, like Dave Chappelle be saying, I want to talk to the manager. I am the manager.
What happened?
But anyway, so just come with an open mind, relax, enjoy this place, and y'all gonna be all right. It's not perfect, just like there's no other country on this earth that's perfect. Gotta just live with the bumps in the road and just try to bob and weave, all right?
Para que no le ocupen la comida, así que tranquilo.
Exactly. But anyway, y'all, hey, so those are some of our experiences. If y'all got some experiences, go ahead and share them in the comments below. We love to hear from y'all on what situations might have took place when y'all were buying something or doing some type of construction or something like that. Let us know in the comments. All right, everybody, keep it easy, keep it breezy, and we out. Bye.